Brilliance Audio presents Rules of Engagement by Christina Dodd, performed by Karen Cass. This was the best day of the month. Payday. Miss Pamela Lockhart gave a light-hearted skip as she made her way toward home. The residential London street might be prematurely dark from the rain, she might be chilled and wretched, and once again she'd had to try to teach tone-deaf little Lorraine Dagworth how to play Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star on the pianoforte, but she had easily collected the month's fee from Lorraine's mother. She had also, after a bit of struggle, collected from the aristocratic Lady Phillips. And finally, she had given Lord Haggerty's son his dancing lesson, and, while fending off both the younger man's groping and the older man's offer of an ignominious affair, secured the month's reimbursement without offending either of the loathsome gentlemen. Yes, a governess's work proved difficult and occasionally abhorrent, but payday, glorious payday, made it all worthwhile. And as Pamela cut through the filthy, garbage-filled alley, she tipped up her head to the raindrops and laughed aloud, and stumbled to a halt. Something snagged her skirt. A protruding board, perhaps, or a sharp point jabbed at her back, and a rough voice snarled, "Give me that purse you've got hidden in your bosom, miss, and I might spare your life." Pamela froze, heart pounding. That object. A knife. A thief held a knife to her back. He might stab her. She might die. He wanted to steal her money. The knife prodded her, and the man snarled right in her ear, sending the stench of gin and tobacco on the puff of foul breath. "I said, give me that purse. No denying you've got it, miss. I saw you at the greengrocer's paying for them pretty strawberries." She clutched the bag with her purchase. Rain sluiced endlessly down. No one remained in sight. Everyone with any sense had hurried home to sit before his fire and toast his toes. Only she remained, bait for this footpad who planned to steal her beautiful, hard-earned, just-collected cash. The blade jabbed again, and the thieving fiend grabbed her arm hard enough to bruise it. "Are you half-wit? I said, give me your money or I'll kill you." Frustration roiled within her. Frustration, anger, and despair. The knife jabbed deeper. She felt the pop of threads as it cut through her gown and corset cover. She snapped, "Let me think about it." Miss Hannah Setrington smiled at the nervous 18-year-old girl seated before her desk in the study. "I can find you a position," Hannah said. "That is what we do here at the Distinguished Academy of Governesses, but because we supply only the finest governesses to the ton, and you have no experience as yet, you must work through our rigorous month of training. This teaches you to deal with the situations that arise with children and with your employers." Still damp from the rain, the girl shivered a little and glanced longingly at the flames that leapt in the hearth. "Thank you, Miss Setrington, but I've just arrived from the country. I have nowhere to live, and I can't pay for any schooling." Her choked dismay almost brought a tear to Hannah's eye. She'd been young like this once, unsure, desperate, running away. She was older now, wiser, in control of her life, but she could never completely leave behind the memories. Rising, she said, "Let's talk over here. It's cozier." She led the way to the grouping of chairs beside the fire and indicated a seat, then waited while young Miss Murray composed herself. "You do not pay for our training, and you will remain here under our roof while you participate in it." Miss Murray frowned in suspicion. "Why would you be so kind without reimbursement? I'm from the country, but I'm not stupid. I'm a good girl." "I'm glad to hear that," Hannah said steadily. "But we do expect reimbursement. In return for your bed, board, and instruction, we will place you in a position and collect the fee which your employer will pay us for the guarantee of a learned and accomplished governess." "Oh." Settling back into the chair, Miss Murray said, I suppose that's reasonable." "Quite. The first week of your training is a time for us to get to know you, to decide if you are the high caliber of governess we want to represent, and for you to decide if this is the career you wish to follow." Miss Murray snuffled into her handkerchief. "I have no choice.